I've got the rotary module for the Genmitsu PROVerXL 4030S and it's beefy. I can't wait to put it to work. Thanks to Genmitsu for sending it over. Check out links in the description for everything in this video. If you've been watching a while, you've seen me use a smaller version on my 4040 Reno and I made a chest set while testing it out. This one has more vertical space, length and power. Let's get it installed and tested. It installs easily on the spoil board as the screws line up for a square install. Just bring your Y-axis to the tip of the tailstock, then make sure you're parallel to the unit before wiring it up to the Y-axis as explained in the manual. Now let's get to preparing some stock maple to get started, and the first item I'll make is a screwdriver handle to hold the Allen key that is most used with this CNC. I want a nice handle instead of the flimsy Allen key, and we have what it takes to make it. I found a model online and in the app FreeCAD I got it set up for the rotary module, which is not complicated but outside the scope of this video. I got it started right away. This thing is awesome. A lot more firm than the last one I tested because the 4030S is a very firm machine and the motor on the rotary module is a lot bigger than the previous version also. This thing is going to be fun to create with. It's starting to look like a screwdriver handle as it goes through the layers. I'm cutting 4mm per layer, but later I'll be going deeper with 6 and even 7mm per cut. Those guards really do a great job at keeping the wood chips inside. It's easy to vacuum once I'm done. Now let's get this assembled into a usable tool. Our first but not last tool made today. I cut the Allen key then drilled the hole in the handle. I used the nail to wedge it in place. It's not going anywhere. For the next cut, I'm using some walnut that I bought for this. Nice thick slab that I can get some big stock from. It's cutting through this like butter, and as you can see we're going 3D here. I'm doing a little Space Soldier's tattoo. I wanted to show how this can handle carvings, not just do cylinders and such. This looks great. With an 8-inch bit, I could get a lot more detail. It's fun doing things with this. And I've got a lot more to learn with techniques. I bet I can do awesome stuff that I haven't thought about yet. The next 2 cuts are going to be more tools for my shop. Some fancy walnut bench docks. They're going to be great for many reasons. Walnut is pretty soft so it won't dent my pieces, and if you hit it with a hand plane, it's not a problem, you won't ruin your blades. They're going to look and feel awesome too, that's a great bonus. I love making my own tools. This CNC and the rotary module add a lot of options to the shop. I plan on making some really cool jigs with this, designing them on the computer first. Now, it wouldn't be a rotary module video if I didn't do a few chess pieces. I'm going to make a full set, as I've made the board recently and I want to decide on a style then get going on them. This is fast. With the PROVerXL's power, it'll take a day or two for a full set. Like and subscribe and you won't miss out on that video. It's coming soon. The first part I did is a walnut queen. It's huge, size for my bigger board I made. The second piece is maple. It's a knight, which is a nice 3D shape and not a problem for this. Now I want to try some bigger things, starting by testing its limits in height and width. You can engrave without the tailstock, but I wouldn't go too deep that way. For this cut, I'll be doing a big walnut totem pole. From a file I found that is usually done for 3D printers. That's what's cool about rotary modules. You can use files that weren't designed for this, which there are a ton of online with the popularity of 3D printers. This came out great and even better once oiled. Now for the next part, I'll test the size with the biggest piece I can, big enough that I had to cut the corners off to even fit it, using this hand plane and a vise. For this I'm going the maximum of the chuck and I'm making a pencil pot that I ended up using for drill bits. It's in the shape of an old school barrel and I plan to paint it to match brown black with some gold accents. Once it's out of there, I use the Forstner bit to drill slowly its hole. Here it is, now ready to be used in my shop. The third shop item we've made today. Now, if you've bought the PROVerXL 4030S or are interested in it, you'll know that it can be expanded, and that's exactly what I've done. Using the rotary module, as you'll see, is even easier now, as squaring it up is as simple as using a speed square and tightening the screws. The connection is the same as before and it works great. Not a problem, and you could keep using the same unit. I'll have a video on the upgrade, as well as a lot more CNC content coming in. Make sure to subscribe to not miss anything, as I'll be finishing this chess set now. Thanks to Genmitsu for sending this stuff over. I love working with both the PROVerXL and the rotary module. They're great tools that do exactly what you asked them. Thanks for watching, check out the description for links to all this cool stuff, and see you next time.